Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Kamina here, and it's another video from the Division, and it's that time of week again when the vendors have reset. So I'll be bringing you all my recommendations around the world of the Division on what you can pick up this week. So be sure to watch the rest of the video to find out what's here. It is a very nice prototype performance mod here, which does come with 7% ballistic shield health. Now when 1.6 drops in the next couple of days, skill power has had a massive effect in terms of when it comes to different items, and prototype performance mods are where you're going to want to be looking to add these to your gear. Now the ballistic shield, for instance, anything in legendary mode or the new heroic incursion, these enemies do hit a lot harder, which does mean that your ballistic shield could go a lot faster. So if you are planning on running the ballistic shield build, so that's the frontline build in 1.6, and I definitely recommend coming and picking up a few of these prototype performance mods here for that 7% ballistic shield health, and just keeping them away ready for Tuesday when that update drops. The vendor in the base of operation, you have a very nice double barrel saw-off shotgun here, which does come with brutal, destructive and vicious. Now with vicious there being the free talent, I'd recommend rolling that away and putting on anything on there that you wish. Also as well, there is a very nice prototype electronics mod here with skill power. Now this comes with 265 electronics out of a possible 267, and it also comes on here with 3,307 skill power out of a possible 3,337. So this here could be potentially the buy of the week in terms of prototype mods. So if you are looking at those skill builds in 1.6, I would 100% recommend purchasing a couple of these and getting them put away ready for 1.6. Okay, at the advanced weaponry vendor in the base of operations this week, again we have the Pacan, Casti and Centurion. Now you do have only a couple of days left to come and purchase these three weapons from the advanced weaponry vendor before they move downstairs to the special equipment vendor, and they are going to cost you Phoenix credits. So if you haven't purchased them already, then I would definitely get them before Tuesday. Also as well, this week we have an advanced ACRE. Now this comes with 23% enemy armor damage, so it is the cap there in terms of enemy armor damage. It does come with unforgiving, deadly and sustained. There's your free talent, so I just recommend rolling away sustained and putting anything you wish in that free slot there. Now this is definitely focused more to the PvP aspect of the game, and there are better assault rifles out there, but this one this week is not too bad. So if you are looking for something a little bit different than the normal assault rifles, then you can come and purchase this one.
See it to believe it.
Okay, in the special equipment vendor in the terminal this week, again the Historian, Valkyrie and Liberator. Now again, like I've mentioned on the previous named weapons, if you haven't purchased these already before Tuesday, then I definitely recommend coming and getting them, because while they do cost a fair bit of Phoenix credits at the moment, these are going to increase to just over 1,300 if I remember correctly, so I would get them now while they are cheap. Also as well, there is a enhanced AUG A3P here, 34% critical hit damage, but that is going to change to critical hit chance in 1.6. Now this does come with accurate, destructive and competent. Now accurate is not a talent really that you're going to need on this AUG, so you could change that away. Destructive, not too bad at the moment in terms of the 15% enemy armor damage that it does, but of course armor is not going to be heavily focused in 1.6, but it does come in the free talent there as competence, which does give you an increased 10% damage for 15 seconds when you're using the skill, so that is always a nice one to have on this weapon. Also as well, there is a lightweight M4 here, 22% enemy armor damage, almost at the cap in terms of the enemy armor damage. It does come with accurate, vicious and self-preservative talents, so not the best terms of talents here compared to the other lightweight M4s that we have had, so I would just recommend comparing this to the one that you currently have and if it is any better. Also as well, there is the normal gear set items here that we've got, but of course gear is going to change, but having a look through this, there is nothing really worth I'd recommend picking up here and wasting the Phoenix credits on. Over in Camp Hudson, which is over this end, there is a gear vendor here, and in this gear vendor this week there is a sturdy holster with over 12k across the board. Now this does come as well with 621 armor. Now I know that we have mentioned armor in 1.6 is not going to be anything that's going to be focused on. However, a sturdy holster is still going to be something that you can increase your overall armor by 15% when staining the same cover for more than 4 seconds. So if you are looking for a decent sturdy holster, then there's one in Camp Hudson that you can pick up this week. Over in the Wood Safe House this week, we do have another prototype electronics mod. Now this one does come with 253 electronics out of 267, and it does come with 1225 health, so it is a bit of a mid-tier type of prototype mod here. But however, in 1.6, because everything is going to be focused back on health, now this one can be great in terms of the PvP aspect. So if you're looking to build a support build, for example, then you've got the extra bonus health there from the major attribute, but you've got a fairly decent mid-tier electronics on there as well, which could work great for PvP. So if you haven't already, then I recommend just picking 4 of these up and just keeping them locked away. Over in East 46th Street DZ vendor, which is in DZ5, you do have here a prototype performance mod, which is 5% support station healing speed. Now 5% is the maximum that you can get, so this is a very nice prototype performance mod, especially if you're thinking as running a support build in 1.5, which in terms the reclaimer that is to do with the support station. So this is very nice and something that I have picked up a few of because I want to make that new reclaimer build as a support build in 1.6. Over in East 42nd Street, which is your DZ3 vendor this week, there is a pair of Savage gloves here. 1132 in terms of stamina. It's got 4655 maximum rifle damage, 5.5% critical hit chance, and 14% critical hit damage. Now, not the best in terms of Savage gloves that you could have, but if you are looking for a pair because you haven't got any at the moment, then it is some this week you can collect from here. In the 5th Avenue DZ checkpoint this week, which is in DZ1, you do have a prototype performance mod here of 7.5% out of a maximum of 7.5% support station range. So this is going to be a great one for your reclaimer support builds in 1.6. So if you are thinking ahead and you're looking to make that support build for your team, then I'd recommend just coming and collecting 4 of these this week from here. In West 34th Street, which is your DZ2 vendor this week, there is a prototype performance mod here with 6% first aid self-heal. Now this is the maximum that you can get in terms of the first aid self-heal, so I would definitely recommend picking some of these up. I run with these on my current build and they do help you a lot, and going into 1.6 where heal is not going to be as strong unless you are running that high electronics build, then these could come in very useful for you. Vendors and my recommendations on what items you should purchase out there. Now don't forget that 1.6 and last stand, it does drop on Tuesday, and historically the vendors have also reset when any updates like that has come out or DLC. So if the vendors do reset on Tuesday like they normally do, then I will of course bring you the new vendor reset on Tuesday with all the items that are currently out there and my recommendations on purchasing them, so be sure to keep an eye out for that video. Anyway, agents, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.